We talked in the previous video about how to move information from S3 all the way into the computer's memory, but still it is all in a serial form. It is just lines of text. Now we want to do some deserialization. So that would take some work. I'm not going to show you all the details. You can see those in the notebook. But basically, we need to do parsing of the file. We need to do error detection so that we detect if there's anything that the parsing doesn't work right. And then we need to cast every element into a data type that is an operational data type like numbers or NumPy arrays and so on. So I have defined in the notebook something called parse weather, and what it generates is an RDD that has pairs. The key is whether or not the parsing went well, and the value is the result of the parsing if it went well, and just the original line of text when it didn't go well. Okay, so then I just run this parsed. I do a map operation. Then I filter into separate RDDs the data, just the second element from all of those where the label was 0, and the errors, which is all of those where the label was 1. And that takes actually very little time, again, because it's all lazy, so it's not doing anything. This is the execution plan that it has. Okay, so there's a text file that we're going to read, and then we're going to do all of these operations on it. It's surprising that it's actually pretty shallow. Okay, so then we finally do it. So we do PRCP data dot filter, and then we just select from the rows only the rows where the first element is PRCP. Okay, the type of measurement is precipitation. Okay, so that's the command that actually takes some work to do, some computer work. And then what we see indeed is that it took about 1 minute and 59 seconds. And where did this 1 minute go through? All of these 3 elements are not accounting for it, so I don't really know. But it did give us the final result that the number of PRCP records is 2 million, about 2.5 million records have PRCP. And the bad records, there's actually only one bad record, and the bad record is simply the first line, the header line, because the header line doesn't actually conform to the structure that you needed to have. Okay, so basically it says bad records, I have 1. And then if I look at the data, then the records of the data are have a station name, measurement name, year, and then the vector of all the measurements. And that's what we expect to see. This vector is just right now in byte array, which is not the form that we finally will want it, but it is a form that you know, we can use it when it's in the RDD. So what did we see? We saw how to copy from S3 to the head node, and then from the head node to HDFS, read from HDFS, parse and detect errors, and read into an RDD. Next, we're going to finish the deserialization by using data frames and Parquet files. So I'll see you then.